Hello guys, welcome back to this subject about cross and multicultural understanding. So we go to this what meeting? Fifth meeting. It's about dominant Indonesian culture pattern. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Mm, Orientation, identification. The Republic of Indonesia, the world's fourth most populous nation, has 203 million people living on nearly 1,000 permanently settled islands. Some 2 to 300 ethnic groups with their own languages and dialects range in population from the Javanese, about 70 million, and Sudanese, about 30 million on Java, to peoples numbering in the thousands of remote islands. The nature of Indonesian national culture is somewhat analogous to that of India, multicultural, rooted in older societies and interethnic relations, and developed in 20th century nationalist struggle against a European imperialism that nonetheless forged that nation and many of its institutions. The national culture is most easily observed in cities, but aspects of it now reach into the countryside as well. Indonesia's borders are those of the Netherlands East Indies, which was fully formed at the beginning of the 20th century through Dutch imperialism began early in the 17th century. Indonesian culture has historical roots, institutions, custom, values, and belief that many of its people share, but it is also a work in progress that is undergoing particular stress at the beginning of the 21st century. The name Indonesia, meaning Indian island, was coined by an Englishman, Z.R. Logan, in Malaya in 1850. Derived from the Greek Indos or India and Nessos island, it has parallels in Melanesia, Black Island, Micronesia, small islands, and Polynesia, many islands. A German geographer, Adolf Bastian, used it in the title of his book Indonesian in 1884, and in 1928 nationalists adopted it as the name of their hope for nation. Most islands are multi-ethnic, with large and small groups forming geographical enclaves, and towns within such enclave include a dominant ethnic group and some members of immigrant groups. Large cities may consist of many ethnic groups. Some cities have a dominant majority. Regions such as West Sumatra or South Sulawesi have developed over countries through the interaction of geography such as rivers, forests, plains, and mountains. Historical interaction of peoples and political administrative policies. Some, such as North Sumatra, South Sulawesi, and East Java, are ethnically mixed to varying degrees. Others, such as West Sumatra, Bali, and Aceh, are more homogeneous. Some regions, such as South Sumatra, South Kalimantan, and South Sulawesi, share long-term Malayo-Muslim coastal influence that gives them similar cultural features, from arts and dress to political and class stratification to religion. Upland and upriver peoples in this region have different social culture and religious orientation but may feel themselves or be perforce a part of the religion. Many such regions have become government province as are the latter three above, others such as Bali have not. The culture of Indonesia has been shaped by long interaction between original indigenous customs and multiple foreign influence. Indonesia is centrally located among ancient trading routes between the Far East, South Asia, and the Middle East, resulting in many cultural practices being strongly influenced by a multitude of religions, including Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, Confucianism, and Christianity, all strong in the major trading cities. The result is a complex cultural mixture, very different from the original indigenous culture. And next is about emergence of the nation. Through the Although the Republic of Indonesia is only 50 years old, Indonesian society has a long no, actually it's not 50 years old, it's already 75 years old. um, Indonesian society has a long history during which local and wider culture were formed, just like that. And economy is about 60% of the population are farmers who produce subsistence and market-oriented crops such as rice, vegetable, fruit, tea, coffee, sugar, and spices. Large plantations are devoted to oil, palm, rubber, sugar, and sisal for domestic use and export. Though in some areas, rubber trees are owned by farmer. So common farm animal are cattle, water buffalo, horse, chicken, and in non-Muslim areas, pigs. Mm, Social welfare and change problem. The responsibility of most formal public health and social welfare programs rests primarily with government and only secondarily with private and religious organizations. From 1970 to 1990, considerable investment was made in roads and health stations in rural and urban areas, but basic infrastructure is still lacking in many areas. Sewage and waste disposal are still poor in many urban areas, and pollution affects canals and rivers, especially in newly industrializing areas such as West Java. Astagfirullah. And then welfare programs to benefit the poor are minimal compared to the need, and the rural economy development activities are modest compared to those in cities. The largest and the most successful effort, the National Family Planning Program, used both government and private institutions to considerably reduce the rate of population increase in Java and other areas. Transmigration, the organized movement of people from rural Java to less populated outer island areas in Sumatra, Kalimantan, Sulawesi, and West Papua was begun by the Dutch early in the 20th century and is continued vigorously by the Indonesian government. It has led to the agricultural development of many outer island areas, but has little its population preserved in Java, and it has led to ecological problems and to ethnic and social conflicts between transmigrant and local people.